Hey folks, appreciate you stopping by. I thought today I'd take you out to my home gym, which is out in my garage here, and show you what we've created, my wife and I, over the past 25-ish years. Gone through a lot of changes in that time. We still have some of our, or at least one of our original pieces of equipment back that we purchased back in 97, 98-ish time frame down in Pensacola. And then we've been moving and throughout the years and picking up new stuff, dropping off old stuff. But we're pretty happy with what we got here between my wife and I. She is literally half my weight. I like to lift heavy, throw things against the wall, spit on the ceilings. She likes to do a lot more functional exercises and exercise that will help her with her endurance running, her bike riding, triathlons and stuff like that. So maybe I'll inspire somebody to create a home gym for the first time, or maybe you'll get some ideas on equipment. There's stuff that I purchased. Most of the stuff I'd say, especially most of the small stuff, we purchased on Amazon. Do a lot of searching on reviews, done some modifications to things, and then the big purchases we've purchased from either the manufacturer's website or some local gym outfitters, either here or Cheyenne, Wyoming, or the numerous other places we lived over the years. So without further ado, let's go out and take a peek. All right, this is the centerpiece of our gym, although it's not physically located in the center. It's the Jacked Up Fitness all-in-one trainer, Smith cables with stacked weights there. Leg press comes with it, a pull down with a seat, a lower pulley. There are some pins for bands. Landmine that's in there too, comes with J-hooks, although they're not really J-hooks, but J-hook spotter bar, some dip bars. The only thing we had to add to it was the pull-up system. So it's got an upper pulley that attaches here, or excuse me, upper attachment for the pull down, and then a seat. Everything else came with it. It's the extreme version because it has, if you just pull with one pulley, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. If you attach these two together, then it's a 1-to-1, and I wanted that. I like to lift heavy on certain exercises, but also wanted the option for both my wife and myself to use the 2-to-1 on exercises like the delts, things that don't require a lot of weight. I will do another video and talk about more extensively about this. It is, I know there are great systems out there, the Rep and the Rogue to name just two, fantastic systems. They're not the same. This is not in the same category as those. This is an all-in-one system in that you can bolt some things onto it, which I've done. I bought some Amazon pieces that attach to it, but it's not like the Rep and Rogue where you can build it to your specifications and you can continue to add on to it and make it bigger and better. These are not standard uprights, 3x3, 2x3, 2x2 upright, so you can't use those pieces from, you can't use pieces from Rep and Rogue to attach to here, but I found ways around it. I have some pieces that I purchased from Amazon that work great for me. They either bolt directly onto the front or onto three sides, and that way it doesn't have to go around. I usually use a pin or bolts that go through the front or onto the sides, and it works fine for me. This is the only, we had a Tough Stuff in the past. It had an upper and lower pulley, it had a stack in the back, had a Smith machine, and had a pec deck in the back, not even in the same category as this in its capabilities. We bought that back in 2004. We had it for 20 plus years, and finally got this one about a year and a half ago. I cannot compare this to other ones like this in this category because I've never used them, but I can tell you that this is fantastic. Customer service is fantastic, and it works great for my needs. The stacks go up to 198 pounds. They're in kilograms, which I don't really know why, because this thing is supposedly made in America, but I guess like everything, it's made overseas and then brought over here and then assembled, and now it's made in America. But that's one of the few irritations, is that all the weights are in kilograms, so you gotta convert those over to pounds if you're like me and you wanna. I've been lifting since I was 17, so it's been quite some time, and so I'm used to those 5, 10, 2.5 pound increments, and so I put little labels on there to convert them over. But I'll do a more extensive review of that. There's not a lot online. Again, I love it. It wasn't super expensive, $4,500 for everything. That includes the pull down and the seat attachment that were separate. Otherwise, everything came in it, and I got a couple of pieces from Amazon that I also use. Other than that, there's, it's under $5,000 for something that I think is fantastic. After that, we've got, that's just an Amazon 150-pound sandbag. I like to do some CrossFit exercises like sandbag types of things, and rucking and sleds. I don't do the strength movements. I just don't want to, but so that's why I've got a sandbag. I got 150 over here, I got a 50 over there, and then 100 over there. And the 100 and the 50s we just do to throw over the shoulders, and the 150 we lift it up on a platform and do that over and over. Wall control here, a bunch of different attachments, stuff for the grips, stuff for poles, neck, some chains here. I'll get into that later. These are some really old plates we've had for many, many years. Didn't want to get rid of them because they allow us to do some of the heavy lifts with the Olympics bars, curl bars, and press bars, and still give us the capability to do smaller exercises or smaller muscle groups without taking away without using those bars. So we've got a few of the smaller bars on the other side of the gym that we still use. 2 Ironmaster adjustable dumbbell sets. I've had 5 over my lifetime. I absolutely love them. Kind of like the all-in-one system. I can't compare them to the other adjustable dumbbells. Never had any other than these, and then the cheap bars. The cheap bars like this with this small weights go on. Other than that, Ironmasters are the only ones we've had, and like I said, I've had 5 of those. Love them. I got a set that goes up to 120 and a set that goes up to 60. We also have a kettlebell attachment as well. Super simple, not as simple as some of the ones you just twist the handles and the weights attached, but they are very simple. Got some Titan. They're not slam balls. They're for, we do sit-ups with that, and sometimes we'll do the tosses with them. Also have a Bells of Steel multi-grip bar, a Body Blade Pro. I used that when I had my shoulder replaced. My wife likes to use it for her functional training. Just a dowel there for stretching, a Yes for All balance platform, some gravity boots, some seats for we have 2 Ironmaster benches, 2, an older one and a more current one. Love them both. We don't have any other benches. Those things are fantastic. Ab roller, some rollers there too, some lubrications up here. This is an attachment, preacher curl attachment for the Ironmaster benches. And as you can see, the Bowflex here, Bowflex Revolution, which we've had for many, many years. Loved it, love it. We had it before we had the all-in-one trainer with the cables and pulleys. And this thing is fantastic. It's traveled with us many different states. It has some plates that have rubber bands in them that twist and create the resistance. They go 40, 220s, a 10, and a 5. Really easy, simple to put on and take off, and it's got a lower portion as well that you can attach. You attach it up here, and you can attach the bar or handle down low and pull. Gives you good resistance. And that, we kept it because it also allows us to, if we're using the cables over on this side, we still have the ability to do other movements here. Medicine balls, Yes for All slam balls from Amazon. These blocks are just to help me with the Jacked Up Fitness. Jump ropes here. This is an Everlast boxing trainer. Some bands. This is an Amazon weight vest. I have one as well. This is my wife's. It's 40 pounds. They come in different weights. They have 5 pouches in the front, 5 pouches in the back, and then the weight, for instance, hers is 40, so she's got 10 4-pound bags, sandbags in it, and I've got a 60-pounder, so I obviously have 10 6-pound bags. You can't change the weight in the bags, but you just take the bags out and change your weight that way. This is one of our original pieces of equipment, the 60-pound dumbbells down there. We've had those since 96, 97 time frame. Another ab roller up here. We've got a suspension trainer here. We've had these for many, many years. I'll take this when I travel, and if I'm overnighting and the hotel doesn't have a gym or a good gym, or I just want to add to it. This is the Lifeline Jungle Gym XL. Good piece of gear. You can do it in your room. You can do it down in, if there's a gym that's not all that useful, you can still attach this to maybe some piece of equipment they have down there. Whiteboard. This is just a pulley system for rehabbing my shoulder. Some bars here. The Titan Fitness adjustable platform. It goes from 12 to 16 to 20 to 24. We've had that for many years. Great piece of gear. A Bosu ball, sit-up attachment, and a dip attachment for the Iron Masters benches. And then we've got our cardio equipment is all on this side. So ski erg, stationary bike, echo bike, a home version of it is a Versa Climber, but it's not the commercial type, so you can't change the resistance. You just go fast or slow, and the faster you go, obviously the harder it is. Clock from Amazon as well, Mirka. Then I've got these jammer arms are for the Jacked Up Fitness. They came with it when we purchased it. This is just a chest pad that I purchased from Amazon. It works great. I did a little modification when I do the walkthrough on the Jacked Up Fitness in the future. I'll talk about the modification I made to that. This pad here I built, it's a back pad for abs, and I do some neck exercises so I can brace my back and do a forward front part of the neck. I built this off some pads I had from the old Tough Stuff trainer we had. This is a Zero sled, which is pretty neat. It's a sled, it's circular. You put the weights in the middle and it turns. So you don't actually have to turn the whole sled. The part that the plates sit on, that turns. So you can pull the sled, then when you walk past the sled and go the opposite direction, where your rope is attached, that part turns, the bottom of the sled stays the same. So if you're going on like a turf or something that has a lot of resistance on the bottom of the sled, you don't actually have to turn the whole sled around. Pretty nice. It's limited on its weight. It's not going to be like the type you'll see in a CrossFit competition that you can load hundreds of pounds, but also I'm not lifting hundreds of pounds on that. A lot of that, the resistance provides a lot of that, or the friction provides a lot of that resistance. Some more Yes for All sandbags. So the Shogun sandbags we'll use for throwing over the shoulder or loading up, and these I use for throw over a platform and then hop over the platform and throw it to the other side. Leg extension, standing leg curl, another Amazon purchase that I modified a little bit on the top for the Jacked Up Fitness. Leg extension that attaches to the Iron Masters benches, and then I'll bring you over this side. Then over here we've got, this is the Amazon Soundcore Bluetooth speakers. Works fantastic for this small space. This space is 437 square feet. We have, I didn't mention, yoga balls up there. We've had those forever. I just use them for sit-ups with weights. Some battle ropes, a little bit bigger, heavier battle rope and a smaller one for my wife, or if I want to go really fast, high speed, I'll use a smaller one. This is a pushing sled. It's an armored push sled. So what I mean by push sled is there's no attachment on the front to pull it. It has a motor in the front that the faster, the harder you push, the more resistance you get. It also has a weight horn. I will put weights on this to help keep the back end down because the resistance is all in the front on that single wheel. So I've had it where I pushed it so hard that the back wheels have come off. The poles are right here. They come out, they just stick right in here, and pretty simple. And I think that's it on that side. That's just an extra infinity rope I've got there. So our good pieces of gear are high end. We've had these for just a few years now, maybe 6 years or so. They're Matrix, the Matrix rower, elliptical, and treadmill. We've always had a treadmill, and since 99, yeah, when we got to San Diego in 99, we've had a treadmill. We've had a rower for many years. This is a Matrix. It is a magnetic rower. These are fantastic. They're very smooth, very quiet. All of these are. They're also pretty expensive. Matrix does make a commercial quality level of their cardio equipment. Back over here, I've got some inexpensive Amazon farmer's carry handles. They work great with the 100-pound Rogue deep dish plates. I don't walk, I'm not walking 3 miles with them, walking to the end of the driveway and back. Real simple. So like I said, I've got 2 of these Ironmaster benches, and the reason why I like them so much, if you haven't seen these, is the entire bench, the entire back portion of it moves as opposed to bending up where the seat is, and then you attach a seat in to it, or you can put an attachment like the dip bar on the top, or you can put the preacher curl attachment there as well. I don't like having that bend, especially if you go into the decline position. So the decline would be your feet down there, your head down here, and so attach that sit-up attachment I have over there. And I don't like having the butt part bent in the back separate, so I don't like this. That's just me. They're a little on the pricey side, but they're also super sturdy. We've had that. We bought that when we got our first set of Ironmasters, so I've had that for well over 10 years. And then this one is the newer version of it. I love this one because it's lower, which I enjoy because otherwise it arches my back some. And it has different seat positions, so you can actually push this all the way upright. And a seat can sit right here, so you can do like a military press, and you're sitting up high enough. On that one over there, if you try to do the military press, all the seat positions are lower, so your knees are almost into your mouth. But again, love these. Wouldn't take any other bench other than these. And I think the last thing to show you is I have an inexpensive Amazon infinity rope. Here, most of these small cardio pieces of equipment like the sandbags and the Zero Sled, farmer's carry handles, and the infinity rope, jump rope, stuff like that, I'll do, my workouts will be a 30-second to a minute of this high intensity cardio. So this, while I would prefer to have one of those real nice ones, you can adjust the tension on it. This works for me because I'm not doing 5 minutes of infinity rope. You just adjust how that rope fits through there. Pretty simple, pretty inexpensive, and it works great for our needs. And some gymnastics rings. My wife uses those. I'm afraid if I try to pull myself up on there, I'll pull my shoulders out of their sockets. In the summer times when we work out, we'll open up this door over here. We've got a garage door screen. We also have the window here, And then over on the other side of the garage, we have another door goes to the backyard, and it also has a screen. So when we open up those three, we get a lot of good cooling air through here. Obviously not as good as a gym that has an air conditioner in it, but we don't mind sweating in the summertime. In the winter, we close all this up. It is insulated. The walls are insulated. The doors are not insulated. And I've got some propane heaters that will turn on for 15, 20 minutes, and I can get this up to about 65, 70 degrees. And then that's plenty warm to at least take the edge off when you start working out. So that's it. I will, as time goes on, I'll add some closer looks at like the Jacked Up Fitness, the Iron Masters, maybe the Bowflex Revolution, stuff that's not out there right now. I know I haven't seen a lot on the Jacked Up, so I'll add some video of that, showing the different functions. Maybe somebody wants it, maybe it's, when I make the video, I'll compare it to what Rogue and Rep are costing. Maybe somebody's out there like me that wants an all-in-one system that's decently inexpensive, but good quality. Just over like a year and 3 months, so it's held up really well. I haven't hit it with a baseball bat or thrown my son into it or one of the dogs into it, but it seems to be lasting. So if you got any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them below. And once again, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day.